today we're talking with Pam Quackenbush from the Lyon Township Public Library Grows Program, or LTPL Grows Program. So Pam, let's just start off from the very beginning. How did this initiative begin?
Well, we had noticed over the years that there was a lot of interest in gardening, sustainable living, even preppers, cookbooks, a lot of desire for people to learn about these things, so we decided to start this initiative. We'd also noticed at the same time, around 2013, that especially out west, some libraries were starting seed libraries, and so that was very intriguing. And so, you know, we did some research and decided that was something that we could do in our tiny little building. And so we reconstituted our little card catalog that had been in storage for quite some time and repurposed it for our seed library.
Cool. So there's a seed library. So let's start there first.
Okay.
What's the most interesting seed that you've seen out there donated?
Well, there's a lot of seeds that from the Native American population that have been very popular. The Native Americans have been trying to kind of repatriate their seeds and make them their own again, and so that's a big movement, so we do have some of those. And another beans of all kinds have a lot of popularity also because beans are easy to save.
Sure.
So that's a good beginner seed for people that are just dipping their toes into seed saving. But what we ask at the library is, at the seed library, is that you borrow seeds, they're free, and grow the seeds and save a few of them for yourself, a few for the seed library, and redonate them back.
It's a giving program that just gives and regenerates itself,
and
literally speaking.
That's how it sustains itself.
Very cool. So that's the seed growing, or the seed program. I know there's also like a community garden and a demonstration garden. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure.
What the differences between the two of those?
The demonstration garden came next. We actually had a young man, an Eagle Scout, put in about a 15 by 20 garden behind the library. And every year we have a theme. We try to grow something that demonstrates a different type of gardening. This year we're actually growing sorghum, and we're going to have a couple come in with a press. We're going to press the sorghum. This is at the end of September, and they're going to teach us how to boil the sap down and make something similar to maple syrup.
Wow. That's very
and
cool.
next year we're going to do straw bale gardening, which is another really popular type of gardening.
I've heard about that before.
Yeah, I think he's been here.
That's a pretty cool one. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so then the community garden, and obviously I think I kind of know what that is.
Well, the community garden, just last year, the township had been managing it, and they asked us to take it over. We all felt it was a good fit because of our other gardening initiatives. And so it's for Lyon Township residents are able to get a plot of land in the community garden. It's down in front of Abbey Park, right on Milford Road. And so I manage it, and there are usually a few openings every year. So if anyone's interested, I think there's going to be a slide that they can, the information of how they can get a hold of me and get put on the list for
about how many
plot.
families currently have?
There's about 40 plots.
Okay.
And so there's some people have 2, some people have 1, and we used to give out 2. Now, as time has gone on, it's become more popular, so we kind of had to
Is it
limit
typically
it to
just
1.
corn and strawberries and?
Oh, they grow everything. Not too many perennials because it does get tilled up every year.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, everything else. A lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes are the #1 crop in the United States for gardens.
Oh, really?
Home gardens.
I have tomatoes growing on my, should be growing on my back porch. They're not, so maybe I need to come out to the community garden and grow there.
But we do see some corn in there. It's really, if you ever want to stop by, anyone can come by and take a look. Just as long as they're respectful of the gardens and.
Okay. So we've talked about the seeds, we talked about the community garden, demonstration garden. What else is going on within the LTPL program?
Well, we support LTPL Grows with programming and materials. And so we usually have 1 or 2 programs a month having to do with sustainable living, cooking, gardening, something like that. And we do have several coming up this fall. We have an excellent library of gardening books, sustainable living books, cookbooks, and of all different genres, everything. The Instant Pot cookbooks are really popular right now, air fryers, and we buy keto. We buy everyone that comes out, I think, and so.
And you brought a few with you here today as well.
We've got urban homesteading and growing winter food, which is kind of one of my favorite things is fall gardening. and Instant Pot, family meals from scratch. And we also have vegan is very
There you
big.
go, yes.
We have a lot of vegan books.
Impossible Burgers, is that part of that?
That is a vegan product, yeah. And no-till farming, because we do extend a little bit into the farming too, because we do have a few small farmers especially. And of course landscaping, lots of landscaping books, very
keep the pests
popular.
away, yes.
Deer-resistant gardening.
We have lots of rabbits in our yard,
Yeah.
and they like to
yeah,
enjoy.
And it's so we do have books on that about gardening and keeping the critters out or welcoming them in, whichever you're trying
That's
to
right,
do.
Exactly. So Pam, how can other people find out more about these programs?
Well, we have a website. It's ltpl.org is the easy one, or you can just search for Lyon Township Public Library, and we have a tab there for Lyon Grows, and so it has a tab for each of our initiatives, and it will list off to the side all the upcoming programs we have.
Perfect. Well, anything else you'd like to share with us tonight, Pam?
No, I just want to invite anybody. You don't have to be a member of the Lyon Township Library to come and use the library or the seed library, anything else. We really want people to feel welcome to come in and browse around and ask somebody any questions you have.
Terrific. Well, Pam, thanks for coming out tonight. It's great.
You're welcome.
Talking to you about the LTPL Grows program.
Thank you.